So it's I feel like as men in general, like nobody really celebrate men when it comes to certain things. So that I feel like that's where it derives from. Like if we're talking about general, but I think everybody's different in particular because it's like it does when you scroll on social media, it pisses me off when I see guys who do like birthday countdowns on their like thing. I'd be like, bro, you're a man, grown ass man. You
The
doing
birthday.
birthday? That's for the ladies, bro. Certain things you leave it for the ladies. What are you doing? That shit pisses me off. I'm like, a birthday countdown? What you gonna do, nigga? Your birthday makeup? The fuck? Bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 64 of the O2 podcast. Yes, we're back with the two man again. I don't even know where Quasi is. I don't know who.
I ain't playing.
But did you know that before he sent the text yesterday? Or
You know that nigga don't say anything.
yeah. So
That
I
nigga
was
is
like,
2 hours away from me. He ain't even say, yo, bro, let's link. Not even a fucking word. I ain't even gonna stress him because I understand it because it's like, bro, I've just seen I was like, my girl is I'm here to see my girl, bro. Even Travis don't be knowing he be up here. Cause last time when I picked up Travis, I was like, I told him about the accident. He heard about it from me first. He was like, wait, what? He's up here? I'm like, nigga, he's your brother. How do you not know? He's like, he didn't tell me.
yeah. For reference, Travis is Quasi's little brother, and I think I didn't even know he was out of the city till he had logged onto the Disney Plus from a Cortland address. So I just assumed he had passed on the login info to his missus. And he's like, nah, that's me. I'm like, well, nigga, that's one way to tell us about it. But I hope he's doing good. I haven't like talked to him or seen him face to face in a while, but hopefully we'll catch up soon. And then I think Shakir was just busy, but I have some studying to do after this. So I was like, I couldn't delay the time. Um, Anything new, Hebra?
I went out yesterday for the first time in a minute.
I did
Like
to the
in
bars.
a
How was it?
minute. Honestly, it was like it's only something I can do on special events. I'm not it's not and it was only because it was like one of my friend's birthday and like
Okay.
we were supposed to go to Lasertron. We were supposed to go to Lasertron, do laser, but like a bunch of them backed out. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not going back out for their birthday. Like I kind of found that so disrespectful. Like I was like, bro, it's somebody's birthday, and like it's supposed to be a friend, and like and like everybody's like, oh, I don't really like it. I don't. It ain't about you. Like, what the fuck? Like, and so that's why I was just like, I was like, you know what? I don't really like going to bars, but fuck it, I'll go. You know what I mean? So I went, but it wasn't like I think it was just like college bars are just much more nastier than grown up bars.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, cause it's just a bunch of college kids just doing a bunch of shit. Like, grown ups are just much more organized, and they're not like, even if it's crowded, they're not just like jumping all over you. They have more self control and stuff like that. But it's still something I can only do on special events. Like, I was just like, yeah, I ain't coming back out again for another year or so if it's not somebody's birthday and stuff like that. But it was chill, honestly. Not my vibe anymore. Certain things I was just like, damn. I was like, now it's just like, bro, I'm not a drinker. I don't drink at all. Why am I here? Like, you know what I mean? But like we did karaoke, that was fun. I went up. What's it called? They did. At first, she was like, they did Drake headlines, and she was like, "You're going up." I'm like, "No, I'm not." And then like they looked like they were struggling, so I just took the mic and I was like, "I
My,
bet."
my, my boy said clear the space for y'all rookies, man. Y'all don't know about me and the lyricist. He said, let me drop some.
What, bro? I was gonna do a solo. I was gonna do Night Changes by One Direction up there. They never fucking called me. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm leaving.
um,
So that was fun.
yeah. Last night, I think my coworkers they were supposed to go out. It's three girls, and usually when they have a girls' night, they like try to invite me because they think they see me they say I'm a girl's girl, and I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. But I was like,
Yeah, I've
you know,
gotten that too before.
yeah, like I don't know how to feel it. Like we'll
Yeah,
discuss that in a separate. Actually, put a pin in that conversation. We're gonna turn back to that conversation towards the end of this.
you.
But we were and then they were supposed to go out, but they didn't, and they just had like a drinking type of night at one of their apartments. But she lives like 3 minutes away. And yesterday I woke up because I have my finals coming up, like my last final or last couple of finals. I'm taking one Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I've been like studying for that. So I woke up. I woke up at 12, bro. Like usually that's how I be grieving for real. Like when I'm grieving, I just want to sleep it off. I'm just when I
Yeah.
sleep and like when I wake up, it just gets better. So like I slept for like 12 hours straight, and I woke up and I was like, damn, I have work to do. So then from like that, I woke up, brushed my teeth, showered. I didn't even eat. From maybe like 12 to like 7, I just did like I don't remember the last time I locked in that crazy in my life, bro. I'm talking about laptop in front of me for 7 hours. I didn't move to go pee. I didn't move to go drink water. Nothing. Just and I looked up, it was 7 o'clock, and I was done. And I was like, oh damn, like the study wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So eventually I went over to their place. I didn't get back till 4 a.m., but it was good vibes. We like they have like a little camera thing. They took some pictures. I'll share it to the group chat. Actually, they took a couple pictures. No, well, my damn skin was looking marvelous, bruv.
Now your
My,
skin is looking clear as
my
hell.
skin, I said, "Ooh." They took the pictures. I said, who that camera nigga on the back?
Yeah,
So
it's way better than even way before.
so I'm like, you know, mine is on a humble. Yeah, so we took some pictures, and then one, I think low key, I'm making a new best friend. The Asian girl, we be having some very deep conversations. I'll be sitting there like, wow, you know what God taketh, He giveth back. And she's like, and she be asking me sometimes. And it's funny too because I've noticed a pattern with
Did you
like,
watch the pop?
oh yeah,
Oh,
with
okay.
all the people that I've become close friends with, it's like. It's never like, oh, it's like an amicable. It's like we just start talking and then they get up and be like, "You're my best friend now." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
That's
not
how
gonna fight
girls
you."
do, though.
Yeah, that's how girls do. And like literally we're talking, she's like, are we besties now? Are we besties now? And I'm like, low key in my head, I'm like, I know we're gonna become best friends, but I don't want to say, aura protection. I can't be too giddy about that shit. So no, but I think slowly she's gonna be my best friend. Like she lives like 3 minutes away, and like usually whenever she's free or when I'm free, she'll be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. She like, wanna go on a walk and yap. She's like, I wanna yap. And then like she'll just come over. So I was able to talk with her. And like it's like, those people that you get around and you just can't stop laughing. Like I keep telling her, I'm like, I can't be around you too long because I get lightheaded from laughing too much. Cause like everything is a joke to her. I'm like, damn. So I hung out with them for a little bit, played a couple of drinking games. But I'm like, I don't think there's like a romantic interest like that. Like I think it's just I would like to think it's strictly platonic. Like I haven't gotten the vibe as to anything else. And I've told her about like girls, she's told me about guys. So from my end, I don't think there's anything of that sort. But then again, I'm very oblivious to shit. So even if there was, I wouldn't be able to see it. But no, we're cool. Came back and then yeah. Oh, so came back 4 a.m. and that's what I did last night. Moving on from that, I had called my mom yesterday, right? And because my mom knows about the situation or knows about the thing in hand, I called her and like, oh my god. So I was like, I called her. I was like, I can't tell her this by myself. So I had rung one of my college friends, like her name is Priscilla, and she was on the phone with me while I called her. So I called her and I was like, I got to tell you something. And she's like, she immediately got away. She's like, what do you have to tell me? What do you have to tell me? And I was like, I don't want to say it.
You don't do that to moms, bro. Especially African moms, bro. You don't start off with I gotta tell you something. Just tell them.
And then she was like, I was like, I gotta, and she was like, guess. And she's like, guessing. She's like, just tell me, like, what is it? And then I told her. And then immediately after I finished something, she just busted out laughing in my face. She was like, and then she called my sister. She's like, come listen to this, come listen to this, come listen to this. And then she laughed for like a good 5 minutes straight, bro. She's just laughing on the phone. I was talking about like dying. And then after she was done, I was like, damn, you know, maybe there's no DNA test needed because that's some shit I would do too.
Yeah.
So, we called and she asked me, she's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And she was like, what happened? And I didn't really get into detail, but I gave like a general overview of like, at least from my point of view. And she was like, are you like sad and heartbroken about it? And I was like, just like a tad bit, but like not really. And then she was just like, she's like, I was shocked as to how supportive she was after she finished laughing. Like, she was like, I hear you. And she was like, you got to let it go. She was like, you have a bright future. She was like, you don't like to give yourself credit, but you have a bright future going on for you. You have a lot going on for you. You got to be able to let these things go. So a while back, had this friend, like, and then tried to put them together. And then when she went to go find like information for me, and she's like, would you be compatible or not? She was like, oh, he's very attractive. Like, he's my top one around here, but he's a girl's girl.
Oh, that she said it first as a problem.
No, as in like he's like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
although she finds me attractive, I'm like I'm such a girl's girl. So she
Yeah.
took that as in like maybe she thinks you're good looking, but she doesn't see you in that way. And then I was like, is it a problem that I'm a girl's girl? Like I was like, if anything, this should be more of a plus. Like, why would you?
I don't even know. Like, I've been to, but like my friend, like the one that I'm friends with right now in Rock, she told me that. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? I was like, Mundum is the mun. It's a real mun, bruv. And then she was like, no, I didn't mean that in a bad way. She was like, honestly, it's like you're very secure in your masculinity and like in a sense of like you do what you want. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, bro, you watch Love Island. She was like, when you watch Love Island, like you move, you maneuver how you want, you like what you like, and like for example, like the hair, the headband and stuff like that. She's like, I don't know. She's like, you're just very secure in yourself. So it's like certain things, certain conversations, you're just like, oh, nah, automatically. But like that's how she meant it. She was just like, you're just very secure in yourself. So it's like I can have certain conversations with you, and the way like a typical man would take it, they would like you're not doing the same way. I was like, okay, all right, I get it. Because I'm like, bro, I watch Love Island because it's entertaining. I don't watch on some, oh no, oh man, nah, man ain't supposed to watch that. Brother, I watch what the fuck I like. It's not, I don't do
Yeah.
none of that shit, bro. But yeah, like, yeah, I think I take it as a compliment though, because it's like a, one of those things of like, you're understanding, you know, and you're somebody that like, we can talk to and like listen to and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
know?
and then I was like, I haven't told her this, but I have this conversation about. It's like, could my Asian friend, and I'll just say her name because she watches. Her name is Fion. So, like, so she had asked me. She was like, oh, like, why is it that you don't get into relationships more often and stuff like that? And I'm like, because not, but it was a valid. There's context I'm excluding, but it was like I think something came up along the lines of that. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's because most of the women I meet in my life when we build a long lasting relationship, it starts off as friends, and it's very hard to transition from friends to more than friends if you're but if you're concerned about losing the basis of that relationship.
Okay, yeah, if you are,
Yeah. Like, because once you cross that line, I don't believe you can ever come back. Once we stop being friends, like, we can never go back to that. So it's like, if I cross that line, am I willing to cross that line? If it doesn't work out, am I okay with losing you? And most of the women in my life, that answer is a no. Like, they are pivotal in my life to the point. I'm not willing to lose you for this person just because I like. So that was a different thing. The next point in the conversation where you asked and you were like, "Oh, she better get used to it." That's a certain demographic. You had brought up this part. You had brought up this point to me, and now it's like you said it. I understood it, but now I really, really get it. You were like, everyone is narcissistic, but these individual kind of people have a certain level of narcissism that is just above the rest. And that exact quote, I was on a walk yesterday, and that quote came into my head, and I was like, he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. And I'm like, for me, one of the biggest things about a person or someone I'm with is how they treat other people and how they go about other people. If you're someone that's loving, caring, you go above and beyond for others, you know what it's like to put your needs below, you need other people's needs above yours. I think that's one of the most attractive traits somebody could have. And when somebody doesn't have that, it's the most disgusting thing to me. Like all you care about is yourself.
Like for me, I'm a pure believer of like, in general, like, I'm a pure believer of you don't get what you deserve. You get what you ask for and what you barter for. But at the same time, if I always have to ask, if I notice like you only think about yourself and I only get certain things when I ask, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like if when you need it, you don't ask me, I automatically do it. Yeah. But it's like when it comes to me, I gotta ask all the time. Like, not once did it hit your head like, you know what? Let me do something for you. What do you like? But it's always me having to come up and do it. And it's like when you realize that dynamic, because I do realize like in all the genuine friendships that I have, no matter what, including you guys, I'm like, bro, nobody, like, in every situation is like, you guys think about me and I think about you guys also. And that's every relationship dynamic that I have, friendship, no matter what. It has to be a two-way of we both think about each other and what we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like if I deal with my significant other, and like it's always about them, it's always about you, even if I don't ask. And it's like, well, you never asked. Well, I shouldn't have fucking asked. like there's certain things, yes, I like certain things. I'm not a genie. You should. How am I supposed to know if you don't say anything? But there's other things that's like, bro, you have zero consideration. Like, I'm just talking about in general. Like, bro,
yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm always busy doing, and you're busy taking, and you're not giving back. You know what I mean? So it's like if I constantly have to like ask, it ain't going nowhere.
And I was like, that was the most like best trait. I think that is the one trait I think is like a staple. But like, you got to be able to put your needs, because I'm a firm believer in when you put other people's needs above you and you go above and beyond for others, God will just bless you. Like that's the way you get your blessings. You learn to be looking for other people. But everything has to surround around what you want, what makes you feel comfortable, and what you do. I'm just like, low-key, that's not me. And I'm somebody that I'm realizing now that other people's actions have an effect on me a lot more than I like to give credit on, and not on some insecurity. But it's like, for example, if I'm doing something for you, and it's like I'm somebody that like I'd like to say when I do stuff for people without wanting anything back, because my mom always told me, you do stuff for other people, you don't expect anything back. That's how you get your blessings. And I've visibly seen it. Like moments where I'd go above and beyond for others, I might not get it back from them, but something will happen in my life where like it makes like something good happens in my life, and I'm like, damn, I didn't deserve that, but I know it came from something that I did. So she brought up so I'm like, if you're not able to go above and beyond for like, oh, if I go above and beyond for somebody else and then they don't do it, I tend to want to mimic your emotions or mimic what you're doing. And I was like, the moment I let you dictate my emotions, I'm a bitch. Like that's a little definition of what it is. So I was like, I tend to like people like that. I want to stay away from it. I don't want to do that because I'm like, it impacts me in a certain way.
Mm.
But that was a realization I came up to, and I was like, it's been a prominent thing, and this isn't like the first. This isn't the first time. Because think back to the situation with old Brody.
Mhm.
And it was the same thing where in that situation, if you think about it, every decision that was made was for that individual's benefit. Like
Mhm.
didn't regard anybody else. Like didn't regard the 10-year friendship that was in the middle. Didn't regard anything else. It was just what can I get and what can I get in the moment to be happy for myself,
Yeah.
right? And then that decision was made. So I was like, I don't know. I think
No,
I'm
it has to be like it has to be like your ability to consider other people like that. That I can't. That's something I won't get around. I won't.
yeah. And it's like I'm not saying you have to like always 24/7 put your needs above yours, but like even as you said, like even for the birthday thing where he's like you might not want to go, but it's not about you.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
not,
it's
and
not
sometimes
about-
it really doesn't kill you. Like what difference is it going to be if you're going to be in your bed watching TV versus you going to support somebody else for 30-45 minutes? Like those
exactly.
are it's little things like that.
Hmm.
So I'm like that also came up, but I'm like no, like it's shaping up nicely, and I'm glad that this happened, and it was the first time I was able to. I didn't try to do a like a macho man situation where I just kept it internally in my chest and just sat and let it consume me. Like I've talked about it enough now where it's like it's liberating. Like I'm getting insight, and people aren't sitting there calling me crazy for doing it. But that's another thing.
Wait,
Um,
people are calling you crazy for what?
what happened?
People are calling you crazy for what?
Oh, uh, like a big reason as to why sometimes I don't share is because I don't like the judgment that I think I'm gonna like. I think people are gonna judge me for being able to speak
Yeah.
about these things, but that hasn't been the case. So
Hmm.
maybe it just was all in my head, right?
Hmm.
And then I had a third point. Oh yeah. At the time we're recording this, today's April 26th, but you guys are gonna see this till like the second week of May. So, um, my birthday's coming up in 3 days, and then you know, my brother, she was like, "Oh, you're big 24," and then people, one of my coworkers, like every time people bring up my birthday. So for the longest time, my coworkers asked, "What's your birthday?" I didn't want to tell them, right? Because I don't like my birthday celebrated. I don't like people having to do stuff for me. I don't like people beyond just you saying happy birthday. I don't want you to do anything outside of that for my birthday, right? But people are like, "Oh, you celebrate other people's birthday stuff," and then somebody asked me, and they were like, "Oh, why don't you celebrate your birthday?" And I was like, and I was gonna ask you because you don't. I don't think you celebrate yours either. Did you? When's the last time you did something for your birthday? Like that. That has to change. Like I'm hoping maybe one day when we all live around each other, like maybe an hour, 2 hours away,
I mean,
we start celebrating each other's birthday a little bit.
the most I do honestly is just stay in the crib and order food. Like, cause I make it my mission to try not to order food. Like, if I buy groceries, I make sure I eat it. But it's like, all right, but we going nine, we gonna get some steak. My specialty, I love steak, medium rare, and pasta. But like,
Okay.
I go to this restaurant where the portion sizes are like this big, so it's like, bro, and it's like only for like 30, 40. I get a cowboy steak, medium rare, get the pasta this big, mind you, full bowl this big, and I eat it.
Damn. That like, and the last time I remember doing something for my birthday, maybe I'm forgetting,
Mhm.
but it was during COVID.
Mhm.
And my birthday was like during the COVID, and my sister just had went and got like a chocolate cake and put happy 18th birthday on the thing. And then we took some pictures, and then two of my friends got me like sweaters and hoodies and stuff. And then that was the last time I remember like celebrating it. But I I don't like celebrating my birthday at all. And like I don't like I've never publicly talked about why that is the case. I mean, we'll get into it eventually because that's why I brought it up. But I had a coworker, a coworker asked me, and she was like, "Oh, what would you like for your birthday?" And my biggest weakness is a nigga can't get enough for chocolate chip cookies like that. If like the fact that I don't even buy them shits no more because I know I'm weak. I don't want to bring it around the household because it's not gonna last more than 2 days. And then she was like, "Oh, like, do you not celebrate? Why do you just celebrate your birthday?" And I gave her like the general answer. I was like, "I just don't like being the center of attention. Like that's never been like appealing to me, and I don't really like it."
Mhm.
And then she was like, "How about I just bake you the cookies and I just hand off them to you and I just like drop them in your car and we don't speak about it, we don't do it." And I was like, "Damn." In 8 years, that's the most thoughtful thing anyone has ever considered doing in regards to what I want. Because usually when I'm like, I don't want to celebrate my birthday, people are like, no, 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 you have to celebrate. We're going to celebrate it and do it, stuff like that. So then yesterday, Fionn had asked me, she was like, if I do something for your birthday, are you gonna be mad? And I was like, don't do it. I was like, don't do it. I was like, whatever you're planning, I'm physically telling you now, don't do it. And then she was like, damn, okay. And then she asked me why, but I didn't really get into it. But I was like, when I used to be a kid, right? And it goes back to the idea of like being selfless. My grandma used to be the one that celebrated my birthday. So it would be like a whole thing where it's like, when back then when your mom's is in America and it's your birthday, you're lit because you bring the funds down, it converts, and then it was like you'd go to school and for the day you feel like a king. Like I'm talking about everybody is just bouncing on it. From the teacher to the headmaster to everybody is just on you. Because it's your birthday and then they buy the snacks, they do all this stuff. But what was important was that like my grandma celebrated my birthday a lot more than I did. Like it was like a day. And I remember after every day she would like tell me and she'd be like, it's not every day that like people other people are able to like live another year, or you go another year without or go through a traumatic thing. So if you're able to celebrate a year and you're still in good health, you're still in good faith, like nothing's wrong with you, that's what the celebration is for. So she always remembered that. And then eventually when we moved from America, like it never felt the same for me. Like whenever somebody would try to celebrate my birthday, with the exception of maybe my mom and sister, and even they don't celebrate it, it just felt like it wasn't genuine. Like for me, it always felt like you did it because you expected something out of it, or you were just doing it for my birthday. Not because you care about me, but because you're just doing it because it's like for my birthday. And for me, that defeated the entire purpose. And I was like, I don't think anyone will ever be as selfless in celebrating my birthday because again, it's my day. It's like typically it's for me, but no one will ever do it as selflessly as my grandma did it. So there's no point in doing it. So ever since then, I don't really celebrate it. Like my birthday will come. My sister, like I'll get some like money for my sister. My mom will pray for me. I don't even cancel plans for the day. For my birthday, I'm gonna go to work and I have a presentation right after that I have to go
Yeah,
to.
no, I cancel plans for the day.
Nah, I don't.
I'd say that's the only thing I did. Like I cancel plans for the day. I'm staying in. I'm watching. Is we gonna binge watch some movies, some TV shows, and we gonna eat like But because like I'm a foodie, so I'm a big fucking foodie. That's my Achilles heel. Like you got some good food, bro. Like sometimes I'll just go to Walmart and look at different seasonings, see how different ways I can cook a steak and stuff like that, bro. It's bad.
Nah. So I was just like, it didn't make any, not that it didn't make any sense, but I was like, I didn't want to celebrate it. So for my birthday this year, I think I'm gonna go to work. I have testing that day because it's coming up this Wednesday. I'm gonna test. I'm gonna leave early from work, and then after I leave, I'm gonna go to do my presentation. After the presentation, I'm gonna go to the gym, come back, eat, and then just take a walk and just call it a day. But I was like, but I always say like my thing, I'm not like an exemplar nigga. Like I don't expect people to do this. And I wish it's something we don't talk about why men don't celebrate their birthdays. I wish we would do that more for the mandem. Or maybe it's just the group of men that I know, but I don't really see the mandem or our group of friends, except Shakir. But he's a different story.
Yeah,
But I don't see, yeah, I don't see a lot of people celebrating their birthday and going all out. And I think that's something that like mandem, like people should do more often. And
I think
I don't practice what I preach, so take your own advice. It's not for me. It's for you.
I think in general is because like as a society in general, they don't like what's it called celebrate men because it's like it's what you're supposed to do. Like a man is supposed to exist. Like you know what I mean? Like everybody goes crazy for Mother's Day, but nobody goes crazy for Father's Day. It's like, hey man, you exist, bro. You're like, thank you. Like, hey man, thank you. You got one mom, and now we're here. Like, so I feel like as men in general, like nobody really celebrate men when it comes to certain things. So that I feel like that's where it derives from. Like if we're talking about general, but I think everybody's different in particular because it's like when you scroll on social media, it pisses me off when I see guys who do like birthday countdowns on their like thing. I'd be like, bro, you're a man, grown ass man. You
The
do a
birthday,
birthday. That's for the ladies, bro. Certain things you leave it for the lady. What are you doing? That shit pisses me off. I'm like, a birthday countdown? What you gonna do, nigga? Your birthday makeup? The fuck? Bro.
you're
But then
part of
that's also part of the problem too. Like,
yeah, that's the thing.
that's
So
also
that's the thing.
part of the problem too.
I wish more men would be celebratory towards like not just birthdays, but like their achievement as well. Like it's like yes, it's like we have these expectations of what you're supposed to do, but there are some men who don't even do it. So the fact that you show up and you do it, it has to count for something.
Mhm.
And shout out to all the people that do go out of their way for the mandem. If you have like a dad, a brother, a boyfriend, or somebody that you go out to celebrate or try to do something for their celebratory events, shout out to you as well. 'Cause I think we need it, and I think not celebrating and just doing it as an expectation is part of the reason why so many men are so reserved, don't really do a lot of things. Like just emotionally, they don't really connect is because they just feel like they're just doing what they're supposed to do. So it's like it
Mhm.
always toggles them. So yeah, I'm excited to celebrate. And if you want to say happy birthday, it's okay if you're watching this because by the time this comes out, I think let me check my calendar. because me and Ibra, we're gonna try to batch record because I want to take a month. I think either June or July. I want to take the entire month and not record anything for the podcast. So we've been trying to get things back to back. So the episode that's gonna come out, the episode came out yesterday. Another episode is gonna come out on the 2nd, and this comes out on the 9th. So by the time this comes out, my birthday has been passed. So yeah, and you got anything else to add, my brother? Oh my God, Klay Thompson cheated on Megan Thee Stallion.
Bro, when I seen that, I think I seen a video where he was like, "Hey," I think it was like, "Well, you was cheating too. Like, what are you talking about?" Or some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention to the situation. But bro, it was just like, "Oh, Klay Thompson cheated on Meg." I'm like, "Damn, nigga, like, what, bro?" I'm sorry. I feel like after a certain age, bro, that shit's just childish. That is childish. Like, you must not really care about a person to get up and like publicly date them and then cheat. Like, if I'm a celebrity, bro, there's just certain things I'm not doing. That I know it's like me, I don't really care how people think about me, but there's certain things I don't want people to think about me.
But that's what I'm saying is that, but what most celebrities don't understand is once you're in the public eye, you're above. I'm not gonna say above as in like you're better than anybody, but how we view you is you're on a different pedestal than, like, for example, if I go out and do something, it's different when you go out and do it. I'm a nobody. Nobody knows who the hell I am, so nobody cares. But I'm like, damn, Klay.
That shit was crazy. I was just
Twitter is having a field day with it, but people are saying, because you heard about Dami in India, right?
Bro, I know. I've been like, he did like a whole 2-hour interview.
You should watch. Side note, before I forget, because I was going to tell you about this. Michael Beasley did a 2-hour interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Station.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
you should. Do you watch it?
No, I just seen clips of it.
You should watch it.
Yeah.
I'm in like 20 minutes deep. It's 2 hours, so I'm not gonna get to it today. Maybe for my birthday, that's what I'll watch. But I like he says some really good stuff in there. I think we should hear. We could talk about when we get back. But
nah, yeah, like with the Dami's thing, bro. I was like, yo, I heard like watch some of the clips. He was like, bro, she came in mad late, and then it was like 2 days late. Honestly, India is so disrespectful because think about it. You are a celebrity, like. Everybody, like, you think you're safe? Just because somebody doesn't come up to you and ask for a picture doesn't mean niggas don't know who you are or people don't know who you are. To cheat on me in private, it's like, damn, it still hurts. To cheat on me in public? Like, you taking your side nigga out to eat, like, he taking you out to eat in public places. And mind you, Marlon is laughing about the situation. That nigga don't care. Bro, like
his karma gonna get him. His time is coming.
Yeah, his time is coming. Like when the whole video came out, he like, I'm grown. I'm 24. I can do what I want. All right, brother, your time is coming. You know, I've met niggas like you. I've met niggas like you. You thinking, oh, I got free will. You got free will. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Doesn't mean you should. I can, but doesn't mean you like. Sometimes I really do think about it. I'm like, yo. If I was an evil nigga, like if I was a terrible person, because sometimes I be thinking about it. You ever see a girl, she cute, or she in a relationship, but you might throw a little, just a little.
Not even this is a pump fake. Just pump. You just pump fake.
Just pump fake, and then he goes, and you're like, oh, ain't you? Oh, but it's like
he's not home.
That's why sometimes it's like you see. And like that's sometimes like the problems with like being friends with a woman, like they'll bring you around their other women friends. They got be getting like jealous and shit. In my head, I'm like, nigga, if I wanted your bitch, I would have had it. She ain't hard. Not that she ain't hard. Nigga, I get what I want at the end of the day. All right? That's how I see life. I'm like, brother, if I wouldn't be Kobe in the fourth with the girl, it's execution. It's done.
Nothing left on the table.
Nothing's getting left on the table. The mission is getting accomplished. But that's not who I am. Like I was like, bro, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
That is
and
true.
I'm like, so like some of these people who be like, I can do it, so I did it. Bro, your time is coming. And it's gonna be much worse. And it's gonna hurt way more because you thinking, oh, I'm grown, I can do what I want. Bro, God is watching you. And when you think it's shit sweet, it's like it's gonna be with the love of your life. It's gonna be you in a way where you're like, damn. I didn't even deserve this. You did. Remember what you did 5 years ago? Sometimes you be sitting there talking to God, be like, that was long ago. Hey, shit, the pain is still the same. You know what I mean? But, yo, like, that's the thing, too. Like, yo, like, you cheating in public for the whole world to see. You didn't even have the decency to do it in private.
It would be different if I went through your phone and I found this information myself. It's different, but it's like the whole world knew before me. That's a different level of pain, man. And like,
I don't think you understand. I would lose my mind if I got cheated on and it was like I was asleep and I wake up to like
niggas just blowing your phone up.
blow my phone up with just videos and pictures and evidence. I'll throw up.
And you
I'll
know,
throw up.
and you know, niggas be happy to tell you when your girl is on some shit. I don't know what's up with dudes. Like, bro, bro. I remember one time, bro. Like one of my homies that I know, like he was with one girl, and like we knew some shit about her, and that other nigga found out he was with that girl. He just started smiling. I'm like, why are you smiling?
Why are you so
like,
happy?
Why are you so happy? Like because his girl was a hoe, but he didn't know his girl was a hoe. We knew it, and then like he was like, yo, bro. Like, yo, you know? And he cheesing. I'm like, why are you smiling so hard? Like, why are you so happy to tell your homie his girl a hoe? Like, I'm so confused. But bro, like, and that's why like getting called in the middle of the night, like getting called like, yo, your girl cheated on you. The whole world. Oh my God. Imagine a rando. Like it's different because I'm like me, bro. If I was to find out I got cheated on, you guys might know. Might. That's a strong might.
Like, that's another thing. I don't understand how people are so comfortable getting cheated on and bring it to the public. I'm not even Muslim, but that's stuff for like nobody.
La ilaha illallah. It's not happening.
Bro, if I found out my baseski, and the thing is, this is why sometimes I'm so hesitant to like bring my relationship to the public, because the world can't know this is my baseski and she mess around and do me wrong in the eyes of the public. Because if I don't post it and do me wrong, I could very much as easily see it, have a conversation with you about it, nip that in the butt in private, deal with it in private, and keep it there. But once it's up for the world, oh no.
I'm a clear believer of the evil eye anyway, so I just keep my mouth shut. So it's like either way, I was gonna keep my mouth shut. If it came out in public, it wasn't me. It definitely wasn't me. You know what I mean? But bro, like it's out in public, and like you out here tonguing this man down in public. You have no respect for me. And then like I'm seeing a bunch of it. Like people are so disgusting though. Like I'm seeing like you go on Twitter and you search up like Dami in India, but you see like a bunch of people like da 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 da. Oh, look at the videos that like of him joking around about like, oh, how Jamaican people don't get married anyway, so I can have a baby with her right now. And think I'm like, bro, y'all act like y'all don't joke like this in private. Like people are act like they're so perfect. I'm like, bro, bro, I've met couples in the way that they joke around, bro. And to you, it might not make sense. To them, that's just who they are. She probably makes Nigerian jokes 24/7, 365, and stuff like that.
And somebody I saw on TikTok today, somebody was like, when India cheated on Dami, y'all were online and said, Nigerian men deserve this, da 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 da. Where is the same energy for Clay and Meg? I just want some consistency.
Bro, like, no, the thing is, people, that's why I'm like, bro, that's why I'm like, if I'm a celebrity, bro, I won't live by the opinions of like things. That's why when I seen like Dami doing that whole interview thing, I'm like, I get it. His money is based off of like this right now is really no bad press. Because either way, this gonna bring more money in your pocket. But me, if I was like an athlete, if I'm like a thing like it's this football player called Steve Smith Senior or something like that. When he went on the podcast and they asked him about because he cheated on his wife out in public and like he cheated on his wife, and then the woman that he cheated with, husband came. First the wife of the girl of the girl that he was cheating with, she came out, wrote a long Facebook post. I was cheating with this person. She's mainly doing it because her husband was like, yo, you got to tell the whole world. So the husband, mind you, the husband is out here like recording himself, calling the dude. He's like, oh yeah, you fucking my wife. You fucking my wife. What you got to say for yourself? What do you got to say for yourself? Nigga, it's a long pause. He says, sorry. And mind you, this is on the internet. This is like, you can search this up. Imagine you crashing out about losing your girl. And mind you, the whole world doesn't care. Steve Smith is still going to be Steve Smith at the end of the day. He still got his job. He's still going on podcasts, acting like nothing happened. Because at the end of the day, niggas do not really care when celebrities cheat or like do some crazy stuff.
That's when you brought up the Michael Elisa thing. I'm like, did you just see the goal he hit this last weekend?
I was like, bro,
Peter Muffin is the truth.
Like, bro, he does. People don't really care. Like they might act like they care. It's another story. Like the Shea Frost brother. Like when he took down his apology video. Like, bro, like we've all said this. I've said this for so long. Ever since I'm like, yo, Deshae Frost is top 5 funny on the internet. But like, his sexual indiscipline is gonna be the thing that's always gonna keep him in trouble. But here's the thing: he did this to a black woman, so the internet don't really care. If he did this to a white woman, well, they would have him hung by the post. What? His career would be done. You see what they did to Michael, what's his name? Not thing. Jonathan Majors? That boy, they had a video of him. He was running away. He was running away. Imagine.
I've never seen a man hit such a clean form in the middle of the night. Brother, in 4K HD, we see this man for blocks. How is he in the wrong?
Yes, he is. He is running away. And Disney was like, nah, we taking everything away. Imagine you lose your career because your girl wanted to beat you and you ran away. You ran away. That's why sometimes I'm like, yo, bro, like the world isn't fair. It makes no sense at all. I'm like, bro. I was like, bro, that's why I'm like that's why it's scary. I remember I said this in a room full of white girls. I'm like, yo, white women scare me. She was like, we can't beat you up. I said, you yell rape right now, my life is done. What is true or false? She was like, you got a point. I'm like, I got a point. I've been black for 25 years. I think I can figure out what I can get away with, what I can't. You know what I mean? But like, bro, you're running away and you lose everything. That's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, man, that's why I was like, but what point was I making? Oh yeah, bro, he was on the internet crashing out about his girl, and everybody's commenting like, yo, bro, you going outside. Like you going outside. Like I would if I found out my girl cheat, you would never hear about it on the internet. Never. You wouldn't. Like it's embarrassing as a man because it's a like in American society, it's like, bro, a woman is gonna do what she want to do. Because it's a mantra where it's like, bro, they was like, what? They be like, man, listen, there's billionaires who's out there getting divorced. Billionaires, you think you're gonna keep your bitch happy? You know, like he's like a woman is gonna do what she want to do, and which is like, bro, you on the internet crying about it, nobody really care. I have sympathy for you. Like, and he literally got on a podcast, like Steve Smith. He got on a podcast. He was like, why you ain't address it? He's like, because it ain't none of y'all business. Whether I'm in the wrong or the right. He's like, I cheated on my wife. I know that, but it's not your business. He's like, I was going to explain myself.
Such a valid point, though.
Yeah, and I'm like,
doesn't sound right to my ear, but I don't know what's wrong with you because it really isn't none of your business.
Exactly. If I decide to cheat on my wife, why are you asking me questions? He's like, it's really none of your business, to be honest with you. Whether I'm in the wrong, it's not your business.
Oh my God. Cheating, we always say this, like, cheating as a concept is so, like, every time I hear about it, my head starts to hurt. And the way people on Twitter the tweets about this have been killing me all morning, bro. Oh my God. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another good episode with your boy. This is the first time we've gone over the 30-minute mark. But to be fair, there are some things we're going to have to just cut out of this. So that can't make it to the final. So without any further ado, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I think at the recording of this episode, we're still at 120. So it's moving up an upper echelon. And our short's been getting like 1K views consistently these days. So, you know.
What about on TikTok, bro?
What happened?
What about on TikTok? Is TikTok always does that 300 shit?
Yeah. It's still at that. Yeah. We might even get like 100 or anything. But, you know, slow motion is better than no motion. So without any further ado, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I think moving forward, because one thing I realized is like we got to start having like segments. So we got to start having like maybe cut it out into 15-minute increments or 15 to 20 minutes and maybe 3 to 4 segments and do it that way. Because I remember I've been watching podcasts and usually some podcasts I'll skip to a specific segment that I really like.
Yeah.
And then I'll watch
like label the video. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, if that's what we got to do, maybe people enjoy certain segments more than the other segments, we'll do that. People don't have to watch the whole thing to be able to like enjoy or do stuff. So we'll start doing that. So I think the next time we'll record, I'll have like, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like we follow the guidelines, but at least after every 15 minutes, we're going to bring something new and it's going to be like a main topic of discussion. So I'm hoping maybe sometime during the week Shakir will join us. I don't know what his schedule looks like, but maybe he'll be here for the next episode. But without any further ado, guys, stay blessed and we'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.